Myriam, thank you for joining me today.
Thank you for the invitation, Lauren.
So you're the marketing director, Yoplait, and head of yogurt business unit for France at General Mills. And today I've invited you here to share with us how Yoplait renewed its model to a new, mainly digital brand. And I wanted to ask you, was this a consequence of COVID or was this the strategy beforehand?
It was a strategy, Lauren. So we've launched a new brand that is called Liberté, which is a brand
Okay,
well known in Canada. And we decided that this brand should be launched differently. So
okay,
it was the decision before the COVID and
great.
the very, very right one during the COVID.
Yes, I'm sure. So why the need for the digital transformation?
Well, I think in our job in marketing, digital is just a no miss. It's a no miss
Yeah.
in media because it's like 50% of the media investment in France, plus 20 points in 5 years. So if you
Okay.
want to reach your target, you just have no choice. And digital is also for us e-commerce. And in France, it's
Okay.
mainly click and collect for yogurt. And this is a channel that has been growing a lot, especially during COVID, where they have
Sure.
recruited a lot. But really, you can't miss digital on an overall population, I would say. And for Liberté, we were targeting younger people, so below
Okay.
35 years old. And so if you want to target them, you need to go digital. And also, when you create a brand, because this brand didn't exist in France, so we had a lot of material from the Canada,
Okay.
um, you want to not have a top-down communication. You want to engage your consumers. You want to create a tone of voice. You want to really have discussion and kind of co-build with them
Yeah.
what you are going to do with your brand. So it was really a right opportunity given the target group.
Okay. Great. And what was the process that you went through to do this?
Well, first, for the first time, I think we did a pre-launch of the brand with one retailer for 6 months.
Okay.
So it was launched in June 2020, perfect timing. And then national launch in Jan 2021. And because
Okay.
we had this pre-launch, we couldn't go mass media. So we
Okay.
took precision marketing and we took digital. And this enabled us for 6 months to really prepare the national launch by building some content through social media, especially.
Okay.
We get a lot of content from Canada because the brand is black and white, which is kind of very differentiated in the yogurt French area, I would say.
Yeah.
And also a lot of visual material that are really beautiful in terms of food shots.
Okay.
It's really, really well done. So we had a lot of things. And then the process was really test and learn mode uh,
Okay.
from the time we've launched it, I would say.
And which retailer did you launch it in?
We launched it at Carrefour first,
Okay.
and then we launched it everywhere.
Okay. All right. What were some of the biggest challenges that you encountered?
Well, yogurt is a real FMCG category, okay, because it goes fast. In France, it's a $5 billion category, and
Okay.
people buy it every 10 days.
Okay.
So we eat yogurt a lot, and so you cannot have time or not have a lot of time to build your brand. You need to be successful. You need to be quick. And
Yeah.
so it was really a challenge to have the same coverage with digital than what we used to have with TV. And we clearly had no budget to do TV. When you launch a new brand, they don't necessarily give you the same amount of
Yeah.
money than with brands that are established, I would say. We have launched two ranges at the same time. So what are the right creative? Do you communicate on the brand? Do you communicate on the ranges? And we have one that is more performing than another. So we had
Okay.
really to adjust. And then, yeah, in terms of challenges, it's because we were in this test and learn mode. We were really testing Pinterest because that's a media where people plan what they are going to do.
Yeah.
But the signature of Liberté is test obsession, and it's not a
Okay.
call to action. So people were seeing the creative, but doing nothing after. So
Okay.
it's kind of a basic learning, but it's
Yeah.
one. Um, we launched on Instagram because I told you it's a very visual brand.
Mm-hmm.
And on Instagram, we wanted to build a larger community. So first we started with very small influencers, but it
Okay.
didn't work that well. So we went to bigger influencer. We did collaboration, and this is working really to recruit new people that can be interesting in a brand and in your brand as well.
Okay.
And I think to be honest, for me, the biggest challenge when you launch a brand, a food brand, you need to be known. So for this, you have digital, but you need to be tasted because that's what makes a difference in food.
Yeah.
And we have a brand that is called Taste Obsession. During the COVID, all the events were canceled. We could not build events for influencers. We could not sample in store. We could not sample outdoor. So that was a very, very big challenge
Yeah.
to make it live for consumers.
So what did you do? How did you overcome this exactly?
Well, so for tastings, we've done through Deliveroo.
Okay.
So basically, when you were ordering, so we could really target the 35 years old people and less who are ordering on Deliveroo, and they would get a free product in their order.
Okay.
We have used click and collect. So each time you were making an order, you would get a free product. So that was really something that worked on. We've been super agile as a team. So we've tried a lot of things. Some were relevant, some less.
Yeah.
And for me, it's really, how do you manage that as a team? And it gives a lot of energy. So for example, we have Uber, the taxi.
Yeah.
They called us saying, okay, do you want to be on our digital screens? Okay, let's try that.
Yeah.
Okay. And it was good. And now we have Daily Motion. We're saying, okay, maybe we can localize where you are and recommend the store at the end of the video. Okay, let's try that. So for me, it's really interesting the ways the team has worked through that. And the results are really good today. So we are super happy to have done so many things.
Great. And what are some of the results that you've been able to achieve?
Well, first we've, more than 2.3 million of French households have tasted Liberté.
Okay.
And already 1/3 have repurchased. So it's really good. It's been in the first 6 months of 2021 is the first brand that was recruited the most in FMCG in France.
Okay.
So it's really good. We are building the community. And we see, yes, that the results are really good. On yogurt, if you are not good, you get out of stores very, very quickly.
Okay.
And it's not the case.
And how do you see, let's say, the coming year, the future for the brand, let's say digital versus more traditional marketing?
I think we will keep digital as a big part of the investment because it does make the job of creating brand preference, of saying something different on yogurt than just eat me. But we will also go again a little bit on mass media through TV sponsorship to reach mass more quickly. Also because Liberté is a second leg to Yoplait. So we don't communicate on Yoplait. We don't put any word on Yoplait on Liberté products.
Okay.
So it's important for us also to use Liberté where Yoplait cannot go in terms of segment. Okay. So because we want to continue to expand, it's quite interesting, and it really brings a lot to use digital, to listen to what people say on your brand, to what people want on your brand. And usually yogurt brands, I don't ask.
Yeah. Well, Myriam, thank you for sharing these insights with us and your journey. It sounds very exciting and a lot of learnings as well to really take, let's say, a food brand during COVID where you couldn't do tastings and how to really leverage digital, but also, let's say, new business models like Deliveroo to get to your goal. So congratulations on that.
Thank you very much, Lauren.